Hello, my name is Jennifer and welcome to part 31 of the Foster Child Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And in this part, we're just kind of trying to make a bit of progress with Shahir on his character values. He completed all his aspirations in the last part, his childhood aspirations, that is. And before we age him up to a teen, I just would like him to be further along in terms of that. It is later. It's now Friday afternoon. It was like Thursday evening-ish when we ended it last time. And he did manage to get his conflict resolution so that it's in a range for him to have that trait. And he has been working a little bit on his emotional control, and he's currently working on empathy, because while we can work on empathy as a teen by just sending them off to do volunteering, it's not actually that difficult. I figure it's easier just to do a little bit of that before he ages up. Responsibility also is something that can be done quite easily as a teen by having him do his homework and do a school project, and that should probably be able to get up. So I didn't really concentrate on that very much. He hasn't even gone to school very much. He just went to school enough to get his grade A. He's taking the day off, which is why he is home in the middle of the day. It would be normally time for him to be at school. So I think in the next part, we will be able to age him up to a teen. If not, at the end of this part, I don't know if I really want to have a party for it. The parties are working fine. That's not an issue. It's just that it takes quite a lot of time to have a party, and I think maybe it's best just to age him up and not spend a lot of time. If we have a party for him, we'll have to do it in the next part. Whereas if we just have him work on his further work on his empathy and whatnot, we can probably just age him up at the end of this part. But speaking of which, let's check and see if there's a cake even in the fridge. Let's get Nicholas away from that bar. He just keeps going over to that bar constantly. So we have a caprese salad, which looks like it's just been made because it has a lot of time left on it, made by the butler. Toddlers again are sleeping. I did take Beatrice into the city to the arts quarter to complete her work tasks last time. I realized she's a foodie. I should have put her in the food critic branch, I should say, but oops. She's in the art critic branch. Like it was kind of like if I was going by what she was raised with. There you had painting going on. Nicholas is a chef and he's actually a mixologist, but interested in cooking and stuff like that, so she would have had exposure to both things in this house. So I kind of went with I went with the art critic, but I should have really put her into the other. We do not have a cake in the fridge, so I am going to cook a chocolate cake. There we go. Let's check his needs. They're fine. He's not going to try and eat the cake, I wouldn't think, when he's finished. So we may as well do something productive. They have worked on, and we are waiting. That was part of the reason I kind of just played a little bit off camera, was I'm waiting for these trees, the plasma fruit trees and the wolfbane flower, to give us some fruit so that we can harvest them. And Nicholas has maxed his vampire lore, so then we can sell the vampire cures, in which case they will be loaded and rolling in money. Another thing is to go to jungle adventures, go to Salvadorada and go exploring, and you can collect treasures and you can make a lot of money from that also. But it actually takes a fair amount of time, and I think with the focus being on really raising kids, babies and toddlers up until young adult, and 20 of them, I know there's a lot of time for going to Salvadorada. Though, if that is something that we end up doing with the rolled aspiration, then we might go for there. But I'm not going to do it with the focus of making money. Oh, you're going over there to make a bar again. Going over to the bar to make a drink again. So first, let's add some birthday candles so that we're ready for whenever we're going to age up Shahir. There we go. All done. And I'm going to take that and throw that in the fridge so it doesn't spoil right now. And Nicholas is working on getting to the level 8 of the food career so that he can finish his food aspiration, in which case then our food won't ever spoil, which is excellent. That is something I am working towards. I'm trying to find a mirror. There we go. Because I would like him to practice storytelling so he can work on his charisma skill. Because once he gets to level 10 of charisma, he can call and negotiate a bonus And then that helps with getting promotions. And speaking of promotions, does he have the entrepreneurial trait? Because he would need that one. He does have it. I thought he probably did. Oh, but he doesn't have steel bladder, which I may as well get. I know they don't use it very often because they tend to just rally the troops, but if and when we do go to Salvadorada, it would be good to have that as a trait, because then you don't have to worry about going to the bathroom. Come back here, my dear, and play doctor some more. Come play doctor. So maybe we'll just not worry about it too much. Maybe you can just finish it with some volunteering, and perhaps working on your emotional control is the better thing to do. He does want to level up in the violin skill, so we'll just let him do that a little bit. Of course, I don't really want to have a party right now. Lacey is at work. She is working hard. Is she even anywhere near? Yeah, she is actually close to being... See, if she gets up to level 10, which she is only level 5, she hasn't been working that long. She didn't start working till like the now young adults. I don't remember if they were teens already or where they were. And I did it because the street gallery broke and we couldn't sell paintings at it anymore. And even though it's kind of fixed, for me, it doesn't work perfectly. And sometimes it takes hours and hours. I honestly don't know that it's worth it that much to have a street sale with the street gallery. Though perhaps it depends on the save, because I had one where they sold quite quickly, and then the other couple of saves I've tried it in, I have not had a lot of luck. But I have had lots of luck with the yard sale table. I don't find that takes that long to sell at, so it was fully fixed, whereas not so much the other one for me. So Beatrice is working from home. She had the chore of composing a song or a routine. Now, the problem with composing a song, which is what I have her doing because she can work on this, she needs to write a song for the Musical Genius, and she has actually maxed her violin skill, is that she can work on this. But the problem is that it takes a really long time, so I might end up giving this up. And the bubble blower, of course, we can try here, no problem, because she has the ability to... I bought the bubble blower before for her to work on it. But I think it's sort of a toss-up between the two of them, which one will stay longer in the house when we bring in another child. And I'm trying to think, I think I maybe have someone, but I can't remember for sure. I'll have to look I put them in my library, and I'll have to take a look and see whether I have someone else ready to go. But I am still looking for, more toddlers, because these two, like I said, as soon as the youngest toddlers have a little bit more skill, like they're all three of them don't have very much. Look, she's hungry. They all don't have very much in terms of their thinking skill, though they're getting up there in some of the other areas, but they're still not quite. I want them to be closer to being maxed before I bother getting, they're not even, Oliver was a baby for part of the time that Scarlett and Sean were, and they're not really very high up, I have to say. They're slow going, but I'm almost inclined just to part of me is get rid of have one of the young adults move out and get a pet, and then just keep it that we only have 7 Sims in the house, just because I don't know, in some ways, if it just slows down looking after the toddlers. Sorry about that, not sure if you noticed. My youngest is in with me, but he usually has headphones on, but they disconnected, so there was a little bit of sound there. That's now been resolved, so we're all good to go for that. So I don't know what I was saying. I got distracted. Let's get poor little Scarlett up, because she's very hungry, I see. Very, very hungry, and she needs to get something to eat. Yeah, they're just struggling, I have to say. Let me hit play. I thought I hit play. And how are you, Oliver? You're all just kind of, why don't you go potty? You don't seem to need to. And we got lots of food here. We got food, Monte Cristo sandwich made by the butler, and Lacey got promoted, so she's level 6, and so both are made by the butler. Are you coming to get your food? That was the one that I thought you were coming to get. We're not gonna ask anyone to play. Look how much sleep he needs. My goodness, I really wish the toddler beds had a little bit more energy, I have to say. because it's so hard to get them to get their needs met. And it maybe didn't help that I went out, like left the property. And of course I left everybody here because I don't find they actually look after themselves very well when you're off the property. So she's getting her food, but she's like not sitting over here. She's going all the way over here. I kind of wonder whether I need to, I know I like this house, but I kind of wonder whether I need to reconfigure it a little bit to make it a little bit more play friendly. Because one thing I was thinking of doing was like they go all the way around to go sit down. And if I maybe got rid of this board, or maybe if I shrunk it even. Let me see. I kind of like this here, but just that there's not really room. Yeah, I can't move it. Obviously, I'd move objects on when I put that in. Control-Shift-C. bb.move objects on. Get rid of that. And I'm going to shrink that. Put that over here. I can't really shrink the pots and pans. Can I put them up high and still have a spot for a door? Oh, we got this painting on this wall. I'm going to just do this so I can see better. I'm going to shrink this. Well, I didn't really want to shrink it that much, but oh well. I'm going to put that up there. I'm going to move this here. Let's hope there's room. Yeah, I don't know that that's far enough over. We'll see. So now I want to get a door, and I don't need a full door. All I really actually want is an archway, and I need a narrow archway. There we go. And of course move objects on, so it's working even with that in the way. So let me go back here. Maybe put that there, move that here. I don't think I can make it bigger. I think I have to leave it still small, and because this window's here, if the window wasn't there, maybe I'll get rid of this window. Actually, I didn't mean to do that. I'll undo that. And I'll just make this the normal size it was, because it fits there. And then we can bring these back down. There we go. I'm going to move that up a little bit. And then we have a door, and hopefully that will just make things play a little bit easier because we can go through there. Just because it just takes them forever to go around, I have to say. So I'm just trying to, like I said, make it a little bit more play friendly. So let's see. Oliver, you're going to the bathroom. Good boy. And you're a bit hungry. So why don't you eat a strawberry that we put in your inventory and a mushroom? And what are you doing? Oh, right. You're doing something productive instead of making drinks constantly. What are your needs like? Because you're going to work. You should probably go take a thoughtful shower. Are you close to getting a promotion? Maybe. It depends on how things go. Oh my goodness. You need to go to work. Go to work. Now you're not hungry anymore. And I wish someone would leave this TV on. Can you ask to turn on the TV? Looks like Lacey probably may be available to turn that on. So you have worked hard enough on that. Go take your shower, because one thing that will help you get to your promotion is to if you get there on time. She's still writing on that, working on that painting. I don't think I would do that again. That painting, that song, because it just takes much too long. And so she's painted this, but I bet you, yeah, see it's showing scrap because they still have that thing where if you start a painting and if you either save or travel and come back, see it was hers. You can't do it you have to drag it into your inventory. So you're still standing on the edge of the road from you coming home from getting your promotion. Yay! You got a promotion, you go to work in 15 hours. Oh well. Seriously, you're coming all the way out here to ask her to turn the TV on and you're still hungry, I'm guessing? Oh, you're not even hungry. Okay, forget that. You don't need that. What we're going to do is we're going to, instead of turning the TV on, we're going to do something more useful. We are going to do some flashcards, teach some basic needs. No, we're not going to hang out tonight. We need to look after our kids. We need to get these toddlers. No, we're not turning the TV on. Oh, and she's still eating her food. She brought it with her. So you can't really teach her the flashcards. Just talk to her. Why don't you ask about day. Don't go play with the dollhouse. Nicholas is off to work. Good. Talk about get to know. Bright day. You're going to be working hard when you go to work. Oliver, you're up. You're a little bit hungry. I think there was some food sitting out unless I put it away. I did put it away. I really wish, I think we need to hire a nanny. I know I've said that and I haven't done it yet. Beatrice, oh, you're busy too. Everybody's busy. Well, the only ones who can, the two people who can hire are both busy. Lacey's talking to, where did you go? My goodness. This is what, I think just being on a big lot is not helping because they're just like all over the place. Okay, before we do the flashcards, we are going to hire a nanny. Because then the toddlers can ask the nannies to do stuff, which really helps a lot, I have to say. Or a nanny, you know, maybe not nannies in the plural, but nanny. Though we have had multiple nannies on this lot at times. So, are you like just not working? Do you need to be reset? Is that your problem? Because you're just sort of standing there. Let's try this again. Can you hire a service? We'll ask for help. And I'll see what that got. We're gonna do the nanny. And what did she get? She got a performance gain medium for doing that. So that's very good. I think next time I'll send Beatrice to work because she's almost done. Luckily the other thing doesn't take as long. So okay, so where did Scarlett go? She's watching TV. The TV's not even on. Why are you watching TV? There's nothing on there. I'm thinking nothing's on. Yeah, you can turn on. Okay, why don't you come and watch channel Kids after all that. So they're both eating. So now they can go right through here where they always seem to want to go anyways. They seem to want to go here. So this will work. So you are going to come and, you know what? You want to play with the Wabbit tablet. You can play a little bit of sim shape. Oh, that's so much, works so much better. Now they're all done and they're going away. Okay. Just no winning. So we're going to toddler, go under friendly, flashcards, finally do these, teach basic needs. Hopefully. Butler doesn't seem to be doing the laundry, I have to say. Oh, we got her song done. Yay, yay, yay. Beatrice's song. Folk song. I think I did a folk tune. So she got that done. Definitely not something I'd recommend doing. I mean, I know I was doing it because I wanted to like also tick it off of here. But yeah, it took her like a long time to write that song. I mean, obviously in real life it would take a long time to write a song, so it makes sense that it would take a long time to write a song, but you know, still. Beatrice's folk songs. You're going to go do that, and then you're going to come over here and you're going to change the flavor to Cosmic Encounter. I don't know what the flavor is, so that's why I'm just making sure I'm setting it up front as to what it is, and then you're going to sit and try for your job. And how are you? Oh my goodness, look how hungry you are, and you have to go to the potty. So you need to eat your strawberry. You need to wake up and eat your mushroom because you're very angry. Because you're so hungry. So I don't find that they learn that quickly with the Wabbit tablet. That's why I wasn't really concentrating on that. Did you eat? Are you okay now? You're in better shape? And you can go potty, and then you can come and grab some pan-fried tilapia. Are you learning from your mommy? And you're learning and you're angry because you gotta go potty. So come over here and go potty. That's the thing with the Wabbit tablets, is they don't do anything else. You have to like keep an eye on them. They're great, but and I used to like, I loved them in the beginning, but then I find that you know, you really have to keep an eye on them. So she has got to level 2 of the thinking skill. I'm gonna have her, after she goes potty, go do some movement, work on some movement. And Sean is going to go potty, and then he's going to eat. Yeah, the butler is like somewhat useful, but in some ways the nannies are more useful. Oh, it looks like someone's coming in. Kara came home from work. She did an excellent job. She did get a promotion though, but she doesn't really need to do anything for her work. She wants to... Can you help with the kids? Why don't you come and, you know what, Sean, wrong Sim. Come here and clean that. And I realized how late this is. So I think we are going to age up Shahir, not Sean, in the next part after he, you know, because let me check. She goes to work. She doesn't have a lot of vacation time. She works at 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So maybe what we'll try and do is age him up in the morning before she goes to work, because we're not going to have a party, and, you know, after Nicholas, or maybe we'll age him up when Nicholas gets home, and I'll start the next part with that, with Nicholas getting home from work. So we are going to leave it here. Still haven't made a ton of progress with the toddlers. They're just sort of, they sleep a lot, so I'm finding it really hard, which is why I'm not really in a rush to add any more toddlers, because it's already kind of hard to get them to, you know, we did pretty well with just having Shahir, but we have 3, so I think maybe 2 might be my limit in terms of trying to get them through more quickly. So we're not getting any until they're like really close to being ready to age up to kids. I don't want to wait till they're actually ready to age up to kids. I'm hoping that we can manage with it, because maybe they sleep at different times and stuff like that. But they need to be at least level 3 of all of the skills and 4 or 5 on the other ones before I was going to add another toddler to the house. But speaking of which, if you have any toddlers that you'd like to give me, just comment down below, and I have the details in the description as to what I need. And I'd prefer they don't have the wild trait, because there is a glitch still. As far as I know, they haven't fixed that glitch that when they age up, if they get energized, they walk in the ground. I'm sure they will eventually fix that, but at the moment, that is a thing. And if you know what traits you might want to give them as teens, as child, teen, and young adult, and their aspirations, let me know that too. But that is it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!